is for practical purpose. So whenever I want to understand this, refer to this connection. Is the same thing. Okay. Different between this one and this other one I want to show you is because I have a relay. Okay, I have a relay that is different between the two. This one, okay, let's finish it up. Let's finish this. Then later I will now show you how to interface. The other one was direct. Let me show you again. This one, we use this to power this direct because this lamp was not a significant load. So if we want to interface this with a relay, I think let me do that so that the two video will correspond. Just hold on. Let me interface this with a relay. This is one form of doing this if the load you want to drive is not high. It's another method. Let me now interface it now with a relay. Okay. Let's change the connection and use relay. What I'm going to do is this. It's quite simple. So we are going to cut off here. We're going to cut off here and get a contact. We're going to get a relay contact here. Arrow 1. For those of you who pass through my training, you will understand what I'm doing. Okay, so let's also take off here and introduce a contact. I'm going to introduce a contact as well here. Arrow 2. Let me do that so that make it faster. That's arrow 2. Okay, so can now power this direct. Just hold on. Okay, now the coil of the relay respectively will be here. This one also will be here. We just do it on a rough manner. This is arrow 2. This is arrow 1. Alright, so let us energize. Let's feed our power to the relay. Remember, this is my positive line. So I'm feeding positive here to the coil. Then I have negative here. I have negative here. I feed this negative. I'm done with this feeding of this relay so that the power to this lamp will now come from relay contact. All I need, my signal go to relay coil. Then when relay get energized, the contact close and send power to my lamp. It's quite simple. The same thing applies here. The positive, negative. Okay, watch. This case is NPN. This is NPN. So what we are going to do is this. This is my negative. So what I'll do, let's swap the contacts. All right, now this is now negative because we're sending negative here. Okay, so negative now come here. And feed this. So we are left with, we now need positive line. We have positive line here. So positive come here and feed this relay. It's quite simple. So in that case now, my signal from here, my signal output from my sensor go to relay, and contact of relay closes to feed the load. The same way, signal from the sensor go to relay coil. When the relay is activated, the contact closes. All right, now let's simulate. Okay, let's simulate now. Let me walk you through once again. The output from my sensor, once this sensor senses whatever thing is designed to sense, it will close, it will generate this output. Internally, there is a switch. Look at the switch. A sensor is composed of different type of function, but what we are interested in is the switch, the internal switch coming from the circuitry aspect, the switch side of the sensor. Take a look at the sensor. Look at this sign. This sign is a sign of switch. Look at the sign. So once this switch closes, the output will now come out. Okay, so when you see me press here, it is assumed that the sensor has senses whatever thing is configured to sense, and the switch internally will close. And once the contact inside closes, the output signal will come out. So you now use this one to transmit whatever thing you want to control. Okay, I hope it's quite simple. So let's simulate. I close this. Look at this one, get activated and the contact close to drive the load. Up is carried the same way this one. All right. Okay. So now, whatever thing you learn from here, let's go and do the practical in the other video. Okay. All right. So let's go there. Right. Come back here. So now, what we're going to do now, whatever thing you learned from the previous exercise is exactly what you have here. Okay. Okay. Different is that here we use only one relay and use one sensor. The other one we use two sensors. Why? The reason why I use two sensors, I wanted you to know difference between NPN and PNP. I hope it's correct. So let's do the connection. Remember that when I said PNP, that is positive output, NPN negative output. Okay? All right, take note. So let's proceed. So come back here again. Let me still give you another briefing. Let me show you. Now watch. This one is NPN. Now take a look at this. This is negative. This is negative. This one is bringing negative output. All right. Then this one is PNP. This one is bringing positive output. Pay attention. Let me come again. NPN. Positive, negative signal is coming from here. Negative signal is coming from here. And that negative signal is black. Don't be confused about the color coding. The reason why you shouldn't be confused here is because brown is positive, blue is negative. So we must feed the sensor with positive, negative. After feeding positive, negative, the other color is what we're going to use to transmit. So don't worry about this one being black and it's coming to negative, and this one being black is also coming for positive. No. I use this one. See, I use black here so that you recognize this one as old code. And I use red here so that you know that this is positive. But the original cable coming from the sensor still maintain black. Okay, that is the color coming from the factory setting. All right, so you can now see that this relay, we have A2. A2 is negative. A1 is positive. All right, so exactly what I have I taught you the other one is exactly what this one is showing you again. All right, so let's come back here and simulate this. Just hold on. This one, take a look, the same connection go. I power this one with 220 volts. Then output here is DC 12 volts coming out from here. Remember that the voltage range is 5 volts to 40 volts. So I'm very free to use 12 volts. Okay, the connection is okay. So I want to activate this. Once I activate this, you see that the lamp will come up and this one too will come on. Okay, let me